Hello everybody, Carolyn here. Today I'm going to be doing a setting up my binders video for Monsta X's Comeback the X, and look at this stack of fillers we have to put away. I am a little overwhelmed, not gonna lie, by how many cards there are this era. And it's mostly like, I was saying the other day to somebody, like, it's not that Monsta X had a lot of extra, like, pre-order benefits this time around. Like, they had maybe one or two extra. It's all the US stuff that they have also this time that really just, like, made this a very thick stack of cards. So yes, we're gonna go through everything and kind of discuss the album and the contents real quick in preparation for when I put cards away in here. This is the binder that we're going to be using. It's Monsta X's first full group comeback since Reason, and I did mention recently that after Reason I started a new binder that has Jooheon's album and also Shonu and Hyungwon's album in it. And there technically is room for one more album, but I didn't want to use that binder for the first full group comeback. I really wanted to use a different binder. So this is the new Meowcafe Manifest binder. This is in the icy blue color. I did get two other colors as well, and they did send these binders to me as well as the supplies. We're going to be using the setup for this, so thank you so much Meowcafe for sponsoring this video. You can use code Carolyn10 on any of their products on their website to get 10% off your order. I love Meowcafe. I have been using them for their smaller A5 wide binders for years now, especially for like my IVE collection, my Stray Kids non-album collection. So definitely love using their products, and I'm excited to start using some of their A4 binders in my collection. I think it's going to be really fun. So yes, definitely check them out. And yeah, let's go over everything in this album because there's not like a ton. It's not like an odd amount of inclusions for Monsta X by any means, but there are definitely some things that we need to discuss. So yes. So, oh my gosh, my iPad has 10% battery left. That's fun. We can get through this though. So first of all, for Monsta X, there's 4 photo book versions. Very common for Monsta X. The first one is the Unknown X version. And something that I think is really interesting about this era is that past Monsta X albums have had different photo cards, but like the same set of unicards, same set of postcards, same set of bookmarks for every single album. And this time there are like certain album specific, like larger inclusions. Oh, Kihyun just posted. It's like he knew. It's like he knew. Anyways, this is the one that I was calling the like the sad vampire version, you know. Anyways, you get the outer cover photo book lyrics paper. There is a bookmark, which is one of 6. There is a photo that you get that's one of 6. This is version specific. And then you get a photo card, which is also version specific, and then a unit photo card, which is one of 15. That's very similar. And then the folded poster and also the photo book. We also have the Underdog X version. This is the same version that the Digipacks have, the same concept for the Digipacks. So you have the bookmarks, we have the photos, which are version specific, the photo cards, same set of unit cards, and then we have the folded poster and the photo book and the fold out cover as well. And then this is the Hello X version. This is one of my favorite versions. I really like them all, to be honest. Oh, you also get stickers. There's 4 stickers that you get in each album. It looks like they're all like the same sticker or the same set of stickers, depending on what version you get. It's the same stickers. So there's that. And then you also get, again, photo card, unit cards, and then here it is again. So the only thing that's like the same throughout all the versions, also these photos. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with this version. I love the XX version. It's my favorite. Look at them. Look at my Monstas. I love them so much. Oh my God. Anyways, got a little sidetracked there, but the bookmarks are the same for every single version. The photos are going to be different. The photo cards are different. The unit cards are also going to be the same for every single version. I have seen photo card spoilers. Photo card spoilers don't bother me, but for the sake of this video, I will not be posting photo card spoilers. Anything more than what's in this, I won't be posting it. But if I plan this out right, you're going to be seeing this the day after I do my unboxing, so there will be plenty of photo cards in my unboxing of this album. Anyways, so these are the 4 versions, the 4 photo book versions that you get. And then there's also a digipack version. Also, it's actually Monsta's first time having a full set of digipacks, but it's not anybody's first digipack. Even Shonu. Shonu had a digipack during the Shonu and Hyungwon album, so he's had a digipack before. And then Minhyuk had digipacks from back when the 5 of them were promoting, and then obviously everybody else is in between that. But yeah, digipack comes with classic Starship digipack inclusions. It's a different member outer cover. You can choose your member. It's not random. You also get a photo book that matches up with whatever member that you get. There's also a folded poster that you get, which looks like that's gonna be random. Oh, this is the photo book. I was thinking this was like the fold. I think it is the fold out poster. Does it not say that anywhere? Hello? Anyways, you also get a photo card, random 1 of 6, and then the folded poster, 1 of 6, and a lyric paper. This is from Hello 82's website, so there is also a US exclusive photo card if you buy from a US store. Either the Monsta US shop, Hello 82, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Target, not Walmart. Walmart's not part of this. I'm thinking of Stray Kids, but Barnes & Noble, Target, Hello 82, Monsta shop, Amazon is the other one I was thinking of. And then this is for Hello 82. There's a pop-up exclusive card, which I will be collecting. They also announced this version. This version won't be available in the US, but this is the limited MD version. And it's very similar to IVE's MD versions. You basically just get like an outer case, the keyring, which I love a keyring. Monsta knows. They know me too well. I love a keyring. You get a lyric paper, and then you get a QR card. It's like the Nemo version of the album. It's probably through the Nemo's app, if I had to guess. It is through the Nemo's app. It says Nemo's down here. Anyways, and then you also get a full set of cards, which I think is really nice for something like an MD version. It's like, I don't need to buy 6 of these to get enough photo cards to trade. Like, just give me the full set. I have seen the full set of these cards. I've seen a photo of them like unblurred, like somebody pulled them from their album, and they're beautiful. So these will be coming with my Korean albums at some point, but not right now. This is the template that I have been referencing. It's from my favorite Monsta template maker, Spring Tear. They're fantastic. They make great Monsta templates if you are interested. They basically showcase everything. So US store has US exclusive standard albums, and then they also have exclusive digipack albums. I bought 4 signed albums and then all 6 digipacks because I'm really afraid with US shops of like messing up things and then them getting mad and canceling my order, because it happens if you like buy a weird amount of albums. So I haven't heard anything yet, knock on wood. Hopefully everything works out. But yeah, Hello 82, the standard photo book version has the spoon version photo cards. Literally, they are holding spoons in the photo cards. Hello 82 pop-up is the date version, which is kind of what we saw earlier. It's XX concept. We love that. Oh my god. Target has a photo card and also a message card, so you get 1 of each in the album. So if you buy 6 Target albums, you'll get 12 Target exclusive cards. US exclusive, like we saw earlier, has a group card. Barnes & Noble has a group card, and Amazon has a group card. Starship Square, this is where I have to ask them about this, because they were DMing me the other day. But I have to ask them about this because, for my understanding, Starship Square had the 2 of 12 photo cards that they have been doing for like ever. I'm not sure what this set is, but anyways, I bought all of the albums from Starship Square. I bought all of the possible combination of albums I could from Starship Square. But that's the only Korean pre-ordering I did, and we'll kind of talk about that. I got the albums, I got the digipack set, and then I got the 10 album set. Should be getting all the Starship Square benefits there. There's also Soundwave with Mew, Makestar, Apple Music, Tower Records Japan, GS25, which is new for Monsta X. I don't know if it's new for Starship, but it's definitely new for Monsta X. Apple Music 2.0, Makestar 2.0, which were like fan signs they announced like on comeback day. And then there's an Olive Young Lucky Draw. There's an online and an offline version. Like, what the heck? Olive Young? What are you doing here? GS25? What are you doing here? Soundwave with Mew. And then these are the broadcast cards. There was a Do What I Want broadcast this era. And then there's the 3 standard broadcast cards. So yeah, let's talk about a little bit of what I'm collecting, how I'm collecting Monsta X this era. This may change. It's just This era for everybody was a little difficult for me because one, I'm coming off of like the Stray Kids tour that I did this summer, right? And while most of that had already been paid for, like it's still expensive to like go on vacation, right? And then everybody has been making a comeback, right? So I did all of the Stray Kids stuff, I did a bunch of IVE stuff, and then I'm doing all the Monsta X stuff, and so I had to make cuts to every single one of my alt group because we don't want to be financially irresponsible, and it's a photo card. I'm gonna get it eventually. I'm not really worried about any of the Korean stores outside of Starship because Starship annoys me. I am a little worried about the GS25 cards, but Apple Music, Make Star, Tower Records, Sound, I'm like not worried about these at all. I'm not worried about these. Once again, a little worried about the lucky draws, but for Monsta X, I collect OT6 POBs for everything, like OT6 for everything. So everything like in these 3 rows, I'll be collecting OT6 of. This last row, I'm just gonna collect Kihyun. Or I'm only setting up for Kihyun. I had thoughts about also doing Changyun, but for right now, we're just setting up for Kihyun. So for all of these lucky draws, the With Mew and the Soundwave lucky draws are going to be, like one is a selfie card and one's a Polaroid. It's not like a real Polaroid. It's like a Polaroid card, but it's like if you buy 4 albums, you get a random Polaroid. So, those will probably be a little more expensive, especially as Kihyun is kind of a popular member. So, I'm a little more worried about those, but I'm only collecting Kihyun for that, and I'm not that worried about it. Like, it's gonna be fine. Broadcast, I only collect Kihyun anyways, so not worried about that. But yeah, this entire row, these 3 rows, I'm collecting OT6 for, because that's just what I do. That's, you know, Monsta said do what I want, and that's what I want to do. so for future comebacks, maybe next time they come back, Stray Kids and I won't also be making comebacks. I won't be coming off of a big like trip that I did earlier this year. And so maybe next era I'll do something a little crazier. I also, with all the US exclusives, just don't need extra albums. Like buying all of the US exclusive stuff is going to give me more than enough albums to complete my album photo cards. And I just don't want a bunch of stuff in my apartment. Like I'm already gonna have my Stray Kids group order here. I'm gonna have extra IVE US albums, but I'm not doing Korean stuff for IVE at all this era, unless I do like a cute lucky draw later on. But anyways, that's that. Let's move into the binder now. Now I have a very specific plan for this binder, because this is the first time in a while that I've collected OT6 because Shonu was in the military, and then Minhyuk was in the military, and then it was Shonu and Hyungwon, and you know, we all know the Monsta X story, right? So this is the inside of the icy blue binder. I have been kind of just playing around with this a little bit. I did do a little like TikTok as far as like that, but we're gonna set this binder up properly. This was me just like opening it real quick one day and just like doing all that. So we have the A4 plus colored page dividers that do come with this binder, and then we also have the binder backboards, which I love, and of course we also have the little binder shield. So we are gonna set this binder up properly. I'm thinking about doing what there's a creator on here who collects OT6 IVE. They're fantastic. I love them so much. I don't know if they still make videos. I haven't seen them on my like page in a while, especially with the IVE comeback. I hope they do still collect IVE OT6, but they set up IVE where it's like if we had 2 pages where it's like this. So this would be like one set of IVE, one set of IVE, one set of IVE. I'm going to do that for Monsta X because I've always thought that's so cool. And the pages I have are double-sided standard size A4 plus pages. I'll show you them in a minute. Let's set up here first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But that's my plan. I think it'll be fun. I do think we're going to have to like kind of tweak things a little bit for the sections where I'm only collecting Kihyun, and then also like the unit cards, obviously. But I have ideas for all of that, so don't worry. Don't worry, I came with a plan. Your girl came to the first Monsta X comeback in a long time with a plan. You think I would have come without a plan to a Monsta X setting up video? God, I can't believe it. The album is out. The album's been out since Monday. and it's so good. I just made a couple of TikToks before I started making this video. Well, that's a lie. I had dinner in between. I got home from work, I filmed some TikToks, I had some dinner, and now I'm filming this. But I was just thinking, I'm not going to use dividers. I think I'll use dividers in between eras, but I don't want to separate POBs and album cards from Monsta X. It's just not something I enjoy doing. So what I am going to do though, is I'm going to flip this here, and then we're just going to do the opposite back here, where I am going to put the dividers here. And oh, but I was talking about the album, and this in the front is the most Monsta X song they could have given Monsta X for their first group comeback in 2 years. And like when they released Do What I Want, I was like, this is a little different, but it's fun, it's experimental, it's a pre-release single, and I like Do What I Want. I like it a lot actually, but in the front is like what I was hoping they would release, and I'm so happy about that because it's such a good song, and I think it's public pleasing. Like I think it is, if you're someone who's just like a casual listener of music, I've seen a lot of non-Wombebe be like, oh my god, this song is great. Like, yeah, it's great, and they're all talented and they're good looking. Like, stan Monsta X. Except maybe stan them after they tour, because I want VIP tickets. Stan them after they tour, okay? How about that? Anyways, we're gonna use these A4 plus 9-pocket standard double-sided pages from Meowcafe. This is W25 if you're looking for like what the numbers are, but there's 20 pages here total. I think this should be enough. I hope so. I'm a little worried about this. I only have 2 packs of these, and I did just place an order on Meowcafe for like other stuff I was missing for Twice and Stray Kids, so I don't know, hopefully. But the Korean stuff is going to take us a while to get, because one, I'm not shipping my Korean albums until the end of September, because that's when all of my Connect X merch is going to be coming in, so I just don't see a reason to. I have my monologue merch there already, but I just don't see a reason to like ship everything. I'm going to put all the pages in here also, because this is the only binder that they're going to be going in. We'll just put them all in here, and if we don't use them all, then we'll save them for the next album, or for when there's more POBs released next week. You know, we all know there's going to be more POBs released next week. I love this album. It's perfect. It's everything I could have asked for and more for Monsta X, and it just showcases their talent so well. I think In the Front is the perfect song to showcase that like everybody is a great vocalist, everybody's a great dancer, everybody's handsome, everybody can do the little rap part. Even Kihyun, Hyungwon, and Minhyuk. Hyungwon is like the sub rapper of Monsta X, but I guess Shonu. So like Shonu, Kihyun, Minhyuk, like it showcases all of their abilities in that sense super well. I love rapper Kihyun. Like, oh my god. In the year of our Lord 2025. Okay, so we're gonna start putting things away, but let me show you. I don't know what I want to do on the front page, but I did see the Changgi card today, the Kihyun and Changyun unit card, and I fear we might need an OT9 page of that. And I know that's so silly, but this is my thought process. Okay, this is the unknown version. So we're gonna do this. So we have Shonu, Minhyuk, and Kihyun on this side. These are my new Monsta X fillers, by the way. Hello, welcome. New character unlocked, Monsta X fillers. People want me to post these on like Etsy or something, and I will, but I need a new Hyungwon file, and I need a new Juhun. Well, Juhun's is okay. It's not great, but like it's fine. But I feel like the Shonu one also, maybe? Did I enhance this? I might have enhanced this already, but it's a little grainier than I would like. So we're gonna do Minhyuk, Kihyun, or Shonu, Minhyuk, Kihyun, and then Hyungwon, Juhun, and Changyun on this side. Also, should we test this out? Did I finish putting all my cards away? Standard size sleeve. This is what I store Monsta X in. Perfect fit. Love it. Okay, So that's my thought process. It's a new binder. It's a completely new binder than what I've used before for Monsta X, and I think this will be really, really fun. But like I said, I do want to do something fun on the front. I thought about making this the Kihyun lucky draw page. However, I worry about that because one, I think it's going to take me a while to get all of those lucky draws. Two, I don't know if he's going to have enough like stuff that I'm not collecting for anyone else to fill up an entire 9 pocket page. But I think it would be fun to do that. To do like a unit card. And I looked at the Chungi unit card. It is the cutest card. Maybe I will post that specific card. I hope I pull it in my albums on Friday. I'm gonna be really sad if I don't. I'll get it eventually. I'm not worried about getting it. I will own it. But it's from the XX version. And I just I cry because it's just the cutest little Chungi unit card, and I'm a sucker for a Chungi unit card. I really, really am. We may have to do an OT9 page of that. Do I have enough albums coming to do that successfully? I mean, I think technically, I'm trying to do Monsta X math in my head right now, and I'm feeling like yes. I feel like this looks really cool. I'm kind of excited about it. I mean, I am excited about it. This is the XX version, so this version, and then we're gonna kind of skip ahead because I have the unit cards here, but as we previously discussed, I do love that these are double-sided too. I feel like that's just gonna make it perfect. Also, Monsta X photo card backs are not exciting, so I'm perfectly fine not seeing the back of my cards. If they have anything that's like really super cool, maybe we'll do something special for it. But this is the XX version, so it's the last version, and then we have all the unit cards. We're gonna do all this on the next page because there's technically 6 sets of like album cards. Okay, let me just do this. I was gonna put the Hello 82 exclusive on this page because it's the same concept, but let me just not do anything too crazy until I have actual photo cards in my hands. We can always reorganize this later. I do worry that it's going to take me forever to get the MD version, but I don't think so. I think I'll ship it at the end of September. I'll have everything else already ready to go, like sitting at my Korean address. I don't think my Starship Square albums have arrived yet, so then everything else will be there. I already have my monologue stuff there, and then I don't know, maybe we'll do something a little crazy next week when they announce their next set of like fan sign albums, and I'll buy like an OT6 set from something. But for right now, I'm not worried about it. I'm excited to fill this up. I hope it looks as good as I think it will in my brain. Okay, here are the unit cards. So there's 15 unit cards, and then we're also going to store the Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and US exclusive cards here. So I'm going to do these in age order for right now, and then we can always change this later. So yeah, I just did these in order. I assumed that's what it was. It was 1 of 15. I was like, I think that's correct Monsta X math, and it is. So, but yeah, I might reorganize this. I might change it up a little bit, just kind of depending. There's some cute cards though. There's a lot of cute cards this era. I'm so excited. And I'm also so excited. Another fear that I had was like Monsta X not doing Monsta X size photo cards. I think, I don't think I would have been surprised because like Starship probably has their own separate printer for Monsta X, but like that's how it should be, right? That's how it should be. Anyways, so we have the Hyungwon and Juhun card, the Hyungwon and Chunghyun card, and then we have Juhun and Chunghyun. It fits perfectly. So we've got all the units, and then we have the 3 US exclusives. I think I'll do, Amazon's probably going to take me the longest to get because I just like, but we'll do US exclusive, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. That's this page. Perfect. Next, we got to get into all the US exclusive stuff. I'm doing all this first because I know I'm going to have these albums way before I have anything from Korea. So it'll make me less sad to do all the US stuff first. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the US store standard photo cards. These are the cards that you get in the photo book versions. Like I said, I just bought 4 signed versions, so I technically do need 2 more albums, but I don't know. They're not sold out yet, so I'm just kind of like the standard albums aren't sold out yet, so I'm like, maybe I'll just buy 2 more albums, or I'll just buy the cards separately later. I'm afraid of like what happened with Changyun's first album, where like I don't know. But I think I know enough like Momebe buying from the US that I feel like it'll be fine. But the more I think about it, the more worried I'm becoming. The Digipack, I did buy another set of Digipacks. I didn't want to because I have so many sets of Digipacks coming, but I figured I could resell my extra Digipacks with photo cards. Like, I'm literally just buying them for the benefit cards at this point. So I'm going to resell my Digipacks, try to put some bundles together. I think that's what I used to do, like back in the day when Monsta were releasing albums regularly, which I do think is going to happen again. I just think that I wish I knew what these cards looked like. Because, like, do we do the spoon cards or do we do the date cards? The date cards are so cute. I don't know what Target looks like either. So I guess we'll do the spoon cards. But yeah, Hello 82. I'm going to our bestie Opong on Friday. I messaged the owners of Opong like a month or two. Not a month. It was probably like 2 or 3 weeks before they announced that they were like they were gonna be a Hello 82 like shop for Monsta X. It's Monsta X's first time with Hello 82. I just like didn't know what to expect. I was like, I figured Opong would have the albums, but also the way they worded it was weird. I was like, are you guys gonna have like both the spoon photo card albums and then also the Digipacks? Because the Digipacks were like pop-up exclusive, and I was like, do I need to order from Hello 82's website, or like what's going on here? I'm gonna do the Hello 82 date cards in the middle because I'm obsessed with them and I think it's gonna be fun. But anyways, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have them, we're just like not announcing it yet. And I was like, okay, I won't tell anyone, I just need to know. I need to get my Monsta X release day in the US game plan together, right? We're gonna get it. We're gonna make a plan, especially because I'm working that morning, so it's just like gotta have a plan, gotta think of a pathway between work and home. Where am I stopping to get albums? Where am I going? We are gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I'm kind of glad Barnes & Noble is just like one photo card. It was originally thought that it was a full set of cards, and then they changed the preview to just like a single photo card, but people were thinking that it was like one of 6 cards, like how Target and Hello 82 are. And I'm kind of glad it's not like that because it's just a lot, right? It's just a lot to do all that. But I am glad that this all matches up. And yeah, so I guess between like Target, Hello 82, and then like the Barnes & Noble album I'm getting, I'm gonna have so many US exclusive cards too. Do you think other Momebe outside of the US are gonna want the US exclusive group card? I don't know. I just sent mail out of the US for the first time since like whatever's happening is happening. And I'm so obsessed with the way this is like set up. Also, I just can't stop like flipping through it. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to put photo cards in here. Oh my God. But I'm like, I really hope everything arrives safely. I think it will. I sent a couple things to Canada and like 1 thing to the UK. So hopefully, why did I do 2 of these? Oh, because there's 2 of each one. Duh, Carolyn, come on. Keep up. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm a little worried about it, not gonna lie. We're doing Starship Square next. So we're doing Starship Square standard cards. One of them's a selfie and one of them is not a selfie. So I'm gonna put the one that's not a selfie in the middle because, yeah. But I ordered enough albums, so we never know with Starship. I should get full set of albums. Full set of cards. We'll see if Starship is kind to me or not. We never know. I'm excited. Excited to have new Monsta X album. Excited. I'm just like loving listening to it so much. Also, I love Tuscan Leather. I think that is my favorite B-side, but again, we're not surprised. I love a Juhan produced song. Like, I really truly do. So I'm really not surprised that ended up being my fave. Listening to Fire and Ice like is so nice after they performed it at Connect X, and I just like was sad that I wasn't there. So I just like didn't listen to it. But I've heard clips from it because I had a really good friend who went, my friend Madison, who I saw Monsta X with in LA. She's Madson merch on like TikTok and Instagram. Anyways, we went and saw Monsta X together at KCON, and she was telling me all about Connect X and showing me videos, and she had great seats. It's so funny that Madison and I have been friends for so long. We went to Changkyun's tour together last year as well. We also saw Monsta X together, Shonu and Youngwon, in 2023. But we'd been friends before that. And so it's just so funny because I was like, you went to a show in Korea. I went to a show in Korea in 2023. And like, now we have to go together. Like, what the heck? What are we gonna do for this? This is the Starship Square 10 album set. You have to buy 4, well, it's like a bundle, right, that you buy. It's 4 standard photo book albums and then all 6 digipacks. I told you, I have so many freaking digipacks coming. We can't rely on Starship Square for pulling all the digipacks. But these cards are such a pain to get, so it really is just better to just buy the full set and just give in to Starship's capitalism. But this has 4, so it has 1 full set of cards, and then it comes with 4 group cards. And I think what I want to do is I want to do like this in the middle, like all the group cards in the middle here. I thought about combining these with the US group cards, but then it just makes more sense to keep these with the albums. And then I'll just do, where are my fillers? Here they are. I'll just do 2 glittery fillers, like on either side, just like that. And now we're gonna get into Korean stuff that Carolyn's not gonna have for a hot minute, but also Carolyn needs to buy Stray Kids Korean stuff too. So at some point there's gonna be a Neokyo haul. I also have things at Neokyo that are going to expire soon. So hopefully all the Monsta X and Stray Kids resellers are quick with it, because yeah. But yeah, usually I do something for IVE. In this era, I was like, that's where I'm gonna make my cut. Like, I'll do the US stuff for IVE. They're gonna have Barnes & Noble albums and Target albums. I'm trying to decide if I want to do Barnes & Noble and Target or just Barnes & Noble. I'm leaning towards just Barnes & Noble, but we'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna go through until we get to only Kihyun, which is this pile. I'm just gonna put this in random order. Well, not in random order, like it'll be in age order, but the cards will just be in random order, just so that we have fillers for everything and everything has a home. But yeah, I don't know. I thought about joining group orders and I was like, I don't know if I want to do all that right now. I just think I want to wait. I also do think that they will do a tour between this album and their next album. So I really want to see them when it's warm out though. So I really do hope that they tour like next spring in the US. I've been watching the tour announcements for other people and we're kind of into like December right now. I really don't want to see Monsta X in December. Flights are expensive, hotels are expensive. Like, it's going to be hard for me to get time off this year in December. Like, even for Christmas, it's going to be a little difficult. So I was just like, last year we kind of made it work for Wano. I do think Monsta X may try to do, like, Jingle Ball. And I would be down for an Atlanta Jingle Ball for Monsta X this year. I would be down for that. If they wanted to pop down here and do a little Jingle Ball, do a little jingle in Atlanta, I would be down for that. Also, I saw an interview the other day where Kihyun was talking about their English albums, because the interviewer was asking about like, oh, you guys have done English albums, like blah, 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 say something about that. And Kihyun was like, you know, we've been so lucky to like do 2 full English albums. And we definitely have plans to do like a third one. And I was like, the third one, The Dreaming, is like one of my top Monsta X albums ever. And that's crazy coming from someone who, like, yeah, I speak English and English is my first language, but like I love their Korean music. Like I love their Korean albums, but it's just so funny that I was just like, did I not have is there no Jooheon? Hello? Jooheon? Does Jooheon not have a Tower Records card? What the heck? But I was just like, oh my god. Oh, bless. It was actually on my wish list for when they came back. I was like, I want another English album. Because, like, All About Love is good. And I think it's a really solid album. But The Dreaming is just, like, top tier. I hate that that album was released during Christmas because the charts, that album deserved better on the charts. And I will die on that hill. It went triple platinum in this household. So I don't know what was going on the actual charts. But it went triple platinum here in Carolyn's household. So I love that album. I love it so much. I adore that album. I hope that they take some of those songs on tour with them. They did do One Day. I heard One Day twice in what's it called? In KCON, because for soundcheck did they perform it during the actual concert too? The actual concert's a blur. It was a good time, but it was a blur. I should not do GS25 in the middle. I'm worried about the GS25 cards, actually. How difficult is it to get convenience store photo cards these days? Never experienced this before. Everything else will be fine. GS25 is the only thing I'm a little concerned about. So anyways, I'm putting them at the bottom. I don't want them in the middle, because what if they're hard to find? We'll just do Apple Music 2.0 here. It's fine. But yeah, I want to hear more of that album live. I want them to perform more of that album. I think it's one of their best pieces of work, to be honest. It's up there. We love the Korean stuff. That's why we're here. That's why we have all this going on, right? But the fact that they like have plans to do another US album, or another English album, I should say. I just wasn't sure if they were ever gonna do it. I just didn't know. I was like, I don't feel like I don't know. I just wish it had done better on the charts, because I want them to see like that their English music is so good and that people love it and people want to hear more of it. So I don't know. But okay, this is the end of this. It's not the end of like what we have, but I feel like there's going to be more stuff. So I kind of want to just leave all this blank. And then I'll leave this blank too. And maybe we'll start Kihyun here. So this is all of like the just Kihyun stuff. I also might just put this in my Kihyun special binder, but in previous eras when it's been like album related, I've just kept Kihyun stuff with the album besides broadcast cards. Like broadcast cards are in the special binder. Which the special binder did get a makeover with the Kihyun POBs. They're so cute. I showed it in my most recent sorting photo card video. Sorting photo cards 100 is going to have Monsta X comeback cards, and I also am going to have to change this around because there's Polaroids and this is going to look weird, but I'm not worried about it right now. Oh, these are the broadcast cards. That's okay. We'll put these in the broadcast binder later. We're not going to put these in here, but I had the Do What I Want event, the X broadcast, and the X, all the X broadcast cards. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for this era. I do think we're going to try to do some Chungi cards on the front here, but I'm super excited to do this with my Monsta X collection. I feel like when I was looking through my Monsta X 2 binder, which is everything after Wanna left, before Shona went to the military, it has Fantasia X, Fatal Love, and One of a Kind. I was looking through that binder, and I feel like in that binder I never could really figure out the best way to store 6 members. I think I had a lot of I had a lot of concerns about storing 6 members and how best to do it. So I am really excited to just have like this new setup and just see how I feel about it and see, And I really do love these pages from Meowcafe, so I am very excited to use them. And yeah, so that's that. We're also going to put in some things for larger inclusions. I do have some 6 pocket pages on the way. I don't have any for like the bookmarks, so that's what we're going to do for that. Though I do think that they're A4 standard, so they're going to be a little smaller than these pages, but that's okay. And then for postcards, or like the photos, we're going to use these A4 plus pages. So I'm going to just put 3 of those in here because I should be able to fit them all like that. For signed postcards, we're going to do, I don't know how I want to store those yet. I haven't decided. I need to see what they look like before I make a decision, but I'm going to put these in here for the photos. I think they should fit the photos perfectly fine. If not, I'll figure something else out. And then as far as the folded posters, I think I want to use A4 plus, but I feel like I need to see them in person and see if they fit in A4 plus. I wonder if it says on the album specs. Okay, so the folded posters are 230 by 230. So they're gonna be too small, or too big for this, rather. We may have to rethink this, what we're doing for these. We may not store them. Why are they not fold outs like this? That's like what Ive does. Should I show you Ive's? I have Ive ones right here. Why are they not doing what Ive did? This is what Ive does. Like, and these would these fit in this? No, they would not. They would fit here though. That's what I normally do, is just stand them up with like a white piece of cardstock behind them. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do for that. There isn't a lot of like larger inclusions this time around to store. There usually isn't anything too crazy, but yeah, we'll do the bookmarks when I get my 6 pockets in from Meowcafe. But other than that, that is pretty much all of the large inclusions. Oh wait, how big are the photos? They're 105 by 148. Oh, and they will fit in these because these are 107 by 157. So these will fit in these pages. Yay, okay, perfect. Because there's 6 members, I feel like a 4 pocket would be really good for that. So anyways, that is everything that we have to put away. Preparation for a new Monsta X album. I'm really excited. This is a 2-inch binder, so I'm hoping that it lasts me 2 or 3 eras. Probably, knowing the way I collect Monsta X, it'll probably just be 2. but that's okay. But I love this binder, and I think it's going to be super fun storing them in such a different way. Let me put my binder shield in here. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you think of the Monsta X album in the comment section down below. If you're watching this for some reason and you don't stand Monsta X, highly would encourage you to listen to that album. It's beautiful. It's flawless. It's everything. It's so great. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to have the Monstas back on the channel. By the time you see this, they're already back on the channel. But I've already unboxed the album. How are my pulls? Were my pulls good? I hope so. Did I pull a lot of Kihyun benefit cards? I hope so. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out Meowcafe. Use code Carolyn10 for 10% off. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.